Hi guys, I'm Kimi Flores, and this is my very first attempt at doing any kind of video blog at all, so please have patience with me. I wanted to introduce myself, first of all, Kimi Flores, and I write contemporary romance. My first book is It All Started with a Lima Bean. I know it's a quirky title, but I swear you do get it once you read the story. My second book is An Exceptional Twist. And my third is Tangled Paths. Okay, so if you know me, you know that I hate promoting myself. So just picking up those books in front of a video camera is huge. The only reason why I'm doing this is because a bunch of authors got together and we realized that unfortunately in our author community, there's a lot of dog eat dog, and any author will tell you that's true. And so we just decided we were done with that. And we wanted to promote each other, promote other authors, because not only are we authors, but we are avid readers. So we decided, and I know I keep saying we decided, because we did. It was a group thing. We have an amazing critique partner that we all work with, Tbird. You guys all hear me talking about her all the time if you follow my Facebook page. She kind of moderates everything to make sure that, you know, nobody's taking the spotlight, and that's what we want. We don't want anybody to take the spotlight off of anybody else. We're all here to support each other. And again, other authors that we absolutely adore. I mean, again, if you follow me, I'm always talking about different books that I love. So anyway, that's me. What we're doing right now on the blog is we're sharing our favorite Christmas memories, our favorite Christmas song, gifts. So I decided to go with my favorite song. And the blog, by the way, is called Beyond the Valley of the Books. So please follow us. We have a lot of fun over there, and we have a lot planned for next year. And again, it's all driven by our critique partner. So she's amazing. Absolutely love her. Hi, T. So, you know, had to give her a little shout out. Anyway, so I'm going to read a little bit of this because I'm not great with spoken word, as you can see. I prefer written word. So, my favorite Christmas song is very near and dear to my heart because it kind of changed something in me the first time that I heard it. I was 14 in the 80s. I know, yes, I'm dating myself here. But there was a Christmas song that came out that included all of the new wave artists that I was absolutely in love with. And I have to give a little shout out here too, because I loved Duran Duran. I was going to marry Nick Rhodes when I grew up. You see how that turned out. But I have to give them a little shout out because I found one of my, I guess this was a limited edition record. We called them records back then. I know it's CDs now. But anyway, this guy right here, that was the one I was going to marry. And if you're around my age, you know who these guys are. Anyway, so they got together along with a bunch of other artists at the time and came up with this song, Do They Know It's Christmas? And I know after, over the years, it's kind of like, oh gosh, that song again. But if you were growing up in the 80s and this song came out, it was something that, it kind of started something that, the 80s were so me, like everything was about me. And so when this came out, it just opened something in me. I was so stuck in my little world with, my friends, my music, my family, that I honestly didn't even know what was going on around the world. And, people were starving, and here, we were like, did we get the latest, whatever for Christmas? Like, that was so important to us. And it was just eye-opening to see these music artists come together, put their egos aside, and, just help people who cannot help themselves. They absolutely cannot help themselves. And these artists did it knowing they would not get any kind of, of course I'm sure they got recognition and that sort of stuff, but they wouldn't get they didn't do it for money. They did it because they really, they really cared about what was going on in the world. And like I said, the awareness that it brought to me personally is something I've carried throughout my adult life, at least. Each one of us is given a gift, and it can be, something as, for me to discover that I can write, that, that was amazing for me. And I've had people tell me that I've touched them through my stories. And, as long as I can do that, I will keep doing that. But it goes beyond that. I mean, there's so many people in this world that need help, and the feeling you get in return for helping someone is like, you cannot put a price tag on that. So, some people are gifted just, to give you words of encouragement. Some are gifted, like I'm going to, talk about my husband a little bit. Every year he goes on a mission trip to an underprivileged country. And so he takes a week off. He leads a team to that country. And their only goal there is to help people. That's it. There's no, what is it for me? I get to travel around the world. Nothing like that. That is I'm very blessed to have a husband that does that. But, it doesn't even have to be that big. It'd be something, just use your gifts to bless people. And, going back to the song, that song just sparked that in me. And I think it's such an amazing message, not just during Christmas, all through the year. And, it also made me appreciate the things that I do have. It's very easy to say, I don't have this and I don't have that. But, to just sit back and appreciate the people and, just the things you have. That's what this song means to me. So anyway, that was a long explanation on my very first, video recording. And I think that's it. Okay. Have a great day and a very Merry Christmas. Bye.